How's it going, guys? Universe, back again with another video. I was supposed to upload an F-16AJ video about 2 weeks ago, but the Su-25VM came out with the R-73s, and I decided to delay this video, and I've actually re-edited this video. When I first made the F-16 video, I was completely negative about this jet, and to be truthfully honest, I was completely wrong. This jet is not as bad as I thought it was. It does definitely suffer from a terrible nation, I won't lie, because of the matchmaking that it gets, because it's Japan. But the jet itself ultimately is extremely good. It has the best flight model of any F-16, being the F-16 Block 10. And it also comes with radar missiles, which no other F-16 Block 10 has. Pretty much the only thing that can compete with this thing is the F-16 Nets, and to be truthfully honest, I would say the F-16 Nets is definitely a better fighter than the AJ, due to the simple fact that you have a better nation to play with, where you get a better matchmaker, and the missiles, I just enjoy them much more than the AIM-7Ms. Now, that isn't me saying that the AIM-7Ms are absolutely useless. They're just not that great, because they're extremely easy to avoid, and even a monkey can, because all you have to do is just stay low. But when I first made my F-16AJ video, I most likely was just having a completely bad day and was absolutely skill issuing because I had an awful time. It was the worst I've ever had in any F-16 ever. I had the worst win ratio, the worst KD, everything was just awful. To be fair, though, I hadn't played in a couple days, and I just kind of requested it and didn't even bother to play after I requested it, and then I immediately went in to try to make content for it, and I absolutely suffered, and to be honest, that's my fault. But after playing a little bit with some friends of mine and getting into a forced matchmaking where I'm playing with other nations and I'm not forced to only play with America, it has been so enjoyable. Every match feels pretty decent, and the jet itself feels incredible. And you can see in the background here that I'm playing with Zerfix. He's has a name change, so that's why it doesn't look like Zerfix. But it's been absolutely enjoyable. This jet is absolutely incredible, and it has such sexy skins. I will say that with every bone in my body, that they are absolutely beautiful. I don't even like the color blue. My favorite color is red, but this blue skin is so amazing, and I truthfully wouldn't want any other skin for an F-16. This is absolutely gorgeous. I would definitely love for the F-2 to come someday in the future, but for now the F-16AJ will have to do. And yes, technically the F-16AJ never actually existed IRL, but War Thunder decided that they wanted to add it into the game, or I should say Gaijin decided they wanted to add it into the game, but to be honest, I think it was actually a decent add, as pretty much the only thing that Japan gets in the future is pretty much the F-15, and we're probably not going to see the F-15 for probably about another month, if we get lucky, if the F-15 comes in the next major patch, which, if you haven't seen already, there's been hundreds of fake leak lists and fake screenshots. I've seen it in the CC Discord, aka, like, the Guidance CC Discord for content creators. Just fakes after fakes after fakes being made to troll the community, and honestly, I don't blame them. It's kind of funny to see everyone thinking that the Gripen is coming, the F-15 is coming, and the Su-35 is coming, and all this other stuff. It's absolutely just hilarious, and it's honestly just quite, troll face. That's just all it is. But the F-16AJ gets 4 AIM-9Ls, or if you choose to, you can have 6 AIM-9Ls and 2 AIM-7Ms. I wouldn't really recommend taking 2 AIM-7Ms. I usually like to have around 1 AIM-7M and then 5 AIM-9Ls. That seems to be a lot better for me, because I usually only have to use my radar missile once in the match, and for the most part, I'm usually close, taking care of pretty much the fur ball, and then I just use my AIM-9Ls from there. But on the occasion, the one AIM-7M is absolutely perfect, and it just gets kills every single time, because you just have to look for bad players that are usually either really new or they just have no understanding of how to dodge radar missiles, which is pretty normal nowadays within top tier. But it's been absolutely enjoyable. I can't even lie, because when I first made my video, oh my god, I hated this jet. I thought it was the worst jet ever, and I had nothing but negative things to say about it. And then I came back around to try it again, and I was like, okay, I enjoyed this. I definitely want to say one thing that for sure is that Japan has one of the worst matchmakers I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know why it does, and I'm not really sure what it was, and maybe it was just a complete skill issue, but when I played it again just by myself and not playing with my buddies, it was, the experience was just 10 times more awful, and I don't know why. I don't know why that was. I wasn't sure if maybe it was just the matchmaker, that I was just getting extremely unlucky and I was getting matched up with really bad players, or maybe I was just having an off day. I'm not really sure what it was, but it just wasn't that good, and everyone that I've talked to has said that the F-16AJ has one of the worst matchmakers ever, and they're not really sure why either. And to be honest, I would love to kind of crack the code and try to figure it out, but I just don't really care that much because I don't plan to play the F-16AJ forever. I want to get the nets, and I want to get it permanently, and I want to keep that 100% ratio on that, because the F-16 nets, in my opinion, is the best F-16, but that doesn't mean the AJ is bad whatsoever. I think the AJ is absolutely incredible, and if you're grinding for it, you should continue grinding for it. It's actually really enjoyable, other than the fact that the matchmaker is kind of bad, and I would recommend playing with other people. That's pretty much the only time you're going to have actual, genuine fun. And you can see in the background, I've been absolutely just dominating. I'm just getting gun kills after gun kills, and the players are just absolutely giving themselves up to me. They're actually paid actors. I don't know how I was able to afford paid actors, but here we are. Absolute Leonardo DiCaprio's in my matches. They're just faking it all for me, and I appreciate that. So shout out to them. I found them on Craigslist. But no, with all seriousness, it's been absolutely hilarious. Like, the players have just gone 10 times worse, and I don't know why. When I played with an American player, or the U.S. main, it was just much more enjoyable. It was like, for whatever reason, I wasn't only getting matched up with U.S. only. It was like the matchmaker was switched. It was so weird. I don't understand. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. It was like the matchmaker was 180'd completely, and I just had way more fun. But the F-16AJ, man, is just absolutely amazing. And we get a 5-kill match there, me and my buddy Zerfix. That's a double ace squad in a match. It's pretty damn impressive, I will have to say. And we're on to our next match here. It's Vietnam. I'm going to blast off an AIM-7M off into this, I believe it was an F4S. And this is exactly what I mean with the AIM-7Ms. They're really hard to use and to actually get kills on, unless you have a really bad player like this guy, who didn't even bother maneuver. He just stayed in a straight line and just took the AIM-7M to the face like he was paralyzed in a wheelchair and was in dodgeball in high school. You know what I mean? They absolutely just clapped him in the cheeks. And it just is what it is. Unlucky. And then obviously the SCU-25 spam going ahead on. I miss. It is what it is. And I would like to apologize too. No audio in the clips. I was jamming out to music and I was talking about a lot of private stuff with my buddy. So there's no point in adding any of the audio in this clip. And that's another head-on kill right there, actually, against another SU-25. This is the best part about the SU-25, is that it's so bad that it's free kills. Hey, keep playing the SU-25, guys. It's just free kills. That's all it is. It's just free kills. And then again, another AIM-7M off, and this is actually a time where 2 AIM-7M comes in clutch, because the guy, for whatever reason, decides to stay up high and not maneuver. I hit him, but he doesn't actually die straight away, and he's continuing maneuvering. So I'm like, at this point, I'm not chasing. There's no reason to chase. It is one guy. He's hit by a missile. He's probably really, really damaged. He's probably not even going to bother trying to kill anyone in this match, and he's going to head straight back to base. So I'm going to leave him alone, and I hope that he is dead, and I'll be able to get the free kill on him. But either way, it doesn't really matter. We're trying to go for the Mirage F1C there, but he's absolutely zooming. And the unfortunate part with the F-16 is that its compression at high speeds absolutely is poop. It absolutely just sucks. So you can't really do a whole lot. You kind of just have to just slow down a tiny bit. But even at that, I don't like slowing down, because if you slow down, you're just putting yourself at more risk of dying. SU-25 BM from earlier gets absolutely clapped by an AIM-9L because he's not paying attention, and the SU-25 is just not that great to begin with. Then, gonna have an AIM-9L shot off of me. I'm gonna flare it off. No worries. MiG-29 straight ahead, and for whatever reason, he is absolutely tunnel-visioned. And he's not even going for me, and then he dies in it to an AIM-9L head-on. MiG-23 shade ahead. I'm gonna go for an AIM-9L, but I don't get the shot off. It's not even worth it. He was way too close, and I don't know if you saw that, but he actually, kind of teleported. I don't even know how he did that, but absolute desync, and you gotta love it. Mirage straight ahead. At this point, I'm pretty much chilling. Like, I'm absolutely zooming a Mach 1, and I'm inside the fur ball against everybody who's all tunnel visioned, and they just absolutely don't care about trying to survive. They're trying to get as many kills as they possibly can, and I'm going to take advantage of that. And this F-16 here is absolutely a victim of this. He's not even bothering to stay fast, and he's out of the match now. F-14 down below with a MiG-23 and a Mirage, and I'm not really too worried. At this point, it's 9 kills for me and Zerfix. He just needs to get one more kill, and we have another double ace on our hands here. And it's been absolutely great. It's been absolutely phenomenal. And this F-14 here, I'm going to go for a shot on him. He's going to, unfortunately, slow down too much and maneuver. My compression of high speed absolutely screws me over, and I'm not able to get a shot off. So I'm going to just go up for the vertical, try to cut off pretty much all of his energy advantage, which there's pretty much nothing there of him to have for an energy advantage, but I didn't want him to have anything to begin with, so me going up and just going after that was just probably my best option. But I'm going to get in front of him, I'm going to cut his wing off, and he's going to be on fire now, and I'm pretty much going to dip. At this point, I'm like, I'm going to get my kill stolen. I don't expect anything less from the War Thunder community. They're going to absolutely steal my kill, and they don't care. And luckily for me, they didn't. They didn't bother to steal my kill, which is actually kind of crazy. And maybe that's like the good thing about the F-16AJ's matchmaker, is that you don't get absolute rats trying to steal your kills, and the Mirage is dead. And that's 6 kills for me and 5 kills. What I would say about the F-16AJ, absolutely, you should 100% get it. It's a phenomenal jet. I would say it's a good, solid, like, 8 out of 10. The matchmaker that it has, if you're playing solo, is pretty awful, and I wouldn't recommend it. But the jet itself is absolutely incredible. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.